As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Grand Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach. And they'll be facing Larry Holmes. Weighed in at 226 pounds. He stands 6'3" tall.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin. Introducing Larry Holmes.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Unlucky to miss with that jab. That hook's blocked. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have...
Fight's not over yet.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Straight right just misses. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nobody home with that hook. That right hook not connecting. Caution being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we're entering. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. No rest for the weary. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good counter punch. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. From this moment forward, back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He parries that left jab away. That hook's blocked. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They block the hook. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Combo work. Nice defense on that hook. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what?
Get your boxing back together.
On to the fifth we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How about that time counter shot? This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're...
And Larry Holmes goes down. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
Back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Both men step back for just a moment. They're both trying for a knockout. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Still landing your power shots. Good work.
There's the bell for round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Missing with the hook. Counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good defense stopping that jab. This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. They block the jab. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Oh my, the big fella just got rocked. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know. There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He parries that left jab away. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice job stopping that uppercut and scoring. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Jab does not score. Nice counter shot. Insane action. The right hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them.
Boxing back together.
There's the bell to start round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A straight right just misses. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Do you believe what we are seeing? I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast.
And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Focus. Get your mind back on the job.
There's the bell to start round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. His stamina is off the charts. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Larry Holmes is going down, and he's got to get up. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A lot of effort being exerted here. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round, where this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
The jabs are working nice.
And there's the bell for round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are...
Oh, my goodness, Johnny! Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Gets out of the way of that right hand. Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's a counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. How much is left in their tank? And down goes Larry Holmes. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. We're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.